Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We have some mostly cloudy conditions across the region currently. Seeing a good amount of upper level cloudiness across the region. That's going to be the case throughout the morning into the early afternoon hours before we see some more breaks in that cloud cover as it moves over the ocean for the evening. We'll see temperatures today in the lower 40s, so finally seeing above freezing temperatures. But looking at that storm we had this past weekend, Friday into Saturday, here's the National Weather Service reported snowfall from the storm. You can see 9.5 at Wallops, around 10 in Salisbury, seeing a peak in Ocean Pines around 14 inches, but seeing that higher amount or better chance of higher amounts closer to the coast as we forecasted, and seeing that 9.5 inches right in the middle of our forecast range. So forecast worked out with this system, but pretty incredible how much snow we've seen in the month of January this year at Wallops. We are at the second snowiest January behind 1966 at 15.5 inches of snowfall this January. So seeing some fairly active winter weather across the region this January, and possibly could see a bit more snowfall in February. But right now the pattern does look like it has changed a bit, and going to see some more mild conditions for at least this week. And we move into our sounding from this morning, a freezing level at 100 feet, winds out of the northeast or east-northeast and fairly light around 15 knots in the low levels. Then seeing our winds becoming more westerly around 20 knots and 30 knots in the mid-levels between 6 and 12,000 feet. And then our winds finally turn more northwesterly and increase up to 41 knots at 25,000 feet. Our current surface analysis, we have high pressure building in from New England as well as from the Ohio Valley. We'll have a weak area low pressure that's going to remain stationary well off our coast for the next few days. It's going to give us more high pressure building across New England behind that, and that's going to give us some moderating temperatures once you hit midweek, but for today and tomorrow, going to see temperatures about seasonable with some chilly overnight lows. So taking a look at our current satellite imagery across the region, you can see we do have a good amount of cirrus cloudiness across the area, seeing that weak area low pressure develop well off our coast with some cloud cover over the Gulf Stream this morning, but going to see these clouds move through the area this morning into the afternoon hours, and finally seeing some clear skies overnight. You can see that substantial snowpack below the clouds across the Delmarva into the northeast states as that snow continues to remain on the ground. Taking a look at the HRRR model for today, you can see we do have that cloud cover moving through the region, and then by tonight or this evening, going to see those clouds move off the coast and giving us mostly clear skies overnight. You can see this area low pressure well off the coast. That's going to give us more onshore flow for the next few days, as well as I mentioned, that high building over New England. So we should see some cool or below freezing temperatures overnight for Tuesday morning into Wednesday morning as well right now. But right now, with that system off the coast, high pressure in control, we're going to see, as I mentioned, just some variable cloudiness the next few days with a good amount of upper level cloudiness across the region. We'll have a storm system starting to take shape across the Mississippi Valley into the western portion of the Midwest or the Arklatex region, and that's going to provide them with some snowfall across the Great Lakes into as well as the Midwest, as well as some active weather across the southeast states. So that's our next storm system taking shape. You can see that on the European model as we move through the next 2 days. Here's Tuesday with that high pressure over New England building in for Wednesday as well. We'll finally see that high move off the coast for our Wednesday afternoon. That's going to give us some moderating temperatures for Wednesday, temperatures in the 50s it looks like for highs, and then for Thursday it looks like we'll see much warmer temperatures across the region. Slight chance of a brief rain shower in the morning, but then once we move into Friday, going to see continued warm weather. Looks like some rain showers move in for the morning into the early afternoon hours, temperatures near 60 on both Thursday and Friday, and then we'll see that strong cold front that's going to give, as I mentioned, those locations well off to our west across the Midwest, and as well as the southern plain states That's going to give them some colder conditions, and that's going to finally sweep through our region for Saturday, giving us some colder weather. We'll have to watch a system for Sunday and a Monday that's going to be developing along a stalled out boundary. We'll see how close that tracks to our region and whether or not we're going to see some more precipitation from that on Sunday and Monday. Right now, looks like we could have some colder air in place after that cold front sweeps through on Saturday, giving us some colder air on Sunday. But right now, well too far out to give much detail of whether we'll see any wintry precipitation with that system. As far as our 24-hour terminal forecast goes and our risk chart today, looking at 42 degrees today for a high, 28 tonight for a low. Northeasterly winds possibly gusting as high as 19 knots today, and then calming down 6 to 11 knots overnight. We'll see those variable clouds today, with majority of the clouds in the upper levels across the region. Green chart across the board, and as I mentioned, our 24-hour terminal forecast is going to see VFR conditions today, with mostly clear skies overnight. Our tides are about a half foot above normal currently, and looking at Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, mostly center, partly cloudy onshore flow, high of 45 degrees. Tuesday night, partly cloudy and chilly, a low of 29. And for Wednesday, partly cloudy and mild, a high of 51. So green charts across the board for Tuesday through Wednesday. In the next 7 days, looking at those moderating conditions, seasonable for today and tomorrow. Temperatures below normal. Below freezing for the next two mornings. Actually slightly above normal, and moving into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it looks like above normal temperatures across the region, as we'll have that high moving off the coast, that system tracking west of our region across the Ohio Valley into the eastern Great Lakes for Thursday and Friday. That's going to give us a cold front sweeping through for Friday morning into early Friday afternoon, and that's going to give us some rainfall across the region. And then we'll see those colder conditions return for Saturday and Sunday of this weekend coming up. And as I mentioned, we'll have to track that system for possibly Sunday and a Monday with some rain showers or possibly some wintry precipitation moving in right now. Too far out to give too many details. But that's going to complete our 10 a.m. weather briefing. I hope everybody has a great day today. We're back tomorrow morning at 8:15 and 10 a.m.